Welcome to Fasel app. So this app is aimed at giving the merchant the option to create or run a pop-up on customers exiting the website. And this is the core or the main feature, asking them to haggle or to debate and bargain the price of the product or of the total cart value. From the app dashboard, we have to go at the beginning to the appearance section, in which the customer has the option to choose from 3 preset templates. Okay. Afterwards, if he doesn't want to choose one of the templates, and if he's registered to a paid plan, he can use the Use My Brand Colors setting, and he can customize the colors of the pop-up. The Fasel branding exists by default on the free plan, and if the customer wants to remove it, he can register to a paid plan. Moving on, when the customer reaches the agent, or when the merchant reaches the agent section, he can choose one of our diverse avatars that will appear on the pop-up itself. On the highest plan, the customer can choose to customize his own brand avatar by communicating with us, and then we'll create an avatar specialized for that merchant. In the sentences tab or panel, he has to choose one of the dialects that represent his customer audience. So, for example, if he's in the Saudi Arabia, he can choose the sentences that fits their bargaining style. If he lives in Egypt, for example, this is the dialect for the Egyptian, and it's segmented across the greetings, countering or haggling, final last price when they agree on, or when he's sticking to a specific price at the end, and this is the deal confirmation. If he walks away, if he closes the panel and reopens it again, okay. Then the pricing and the floors. This decides what is the floor price that the merchant agrees to reach every time with a customer on his website. And there is a setting for letting the customers always reach that floor by bargaining a lot, or applying it on a random curve. Okay, the rounds represent how many rounds of bargaining before the customer can reach a final floor price. The price reservation represents the interval for which that discount is reserved after a deal has been reached between the merchant and the customer. And the triggers panel represents where should the pop-up appear. So first of all, we have the option to add it below or instead of the add to cart button. Okay. Then there are the triggers for the exit intent, which if the customer leaves the page and goes to close the browser tab or close the window itself, the pop-up appears by default. And on mobile phones, if the customer navigates from the tab and goes back to it, or if the customer clicks on the back button, in these situations, the pop-up would appear. Scenario C is for the cart threshold. And in this option, the cart has to reach 2,000 USDs or HPs or whatsoever and so forth. Or if he added like 6 items in the cart, then the pop-up would appear and the customer can bargain on the whole value of the cart. Okay. Global rules represent that if the customer closes the pop-up, how long would it take for the pop-up to appear again? And this is a trigger for testing mode that ignores the 7 days rule. So if the merchant is testing his website and he wants to see the pop-up every time to make sure it's working properly, he can enable the testing mode. Okay, and this is the plan choice page. Now let's move to the front end. And if the customer goes to a product page and then he adds a product to cart, okay, now he wants to move to the exit panel, the pop-up would appear and he can haggle the price 1 time, 2 times, until he has reached a good price that he likes, and he can say, yes, I'd like to take that offer. The counter starts and he can confirm that he wants to proceed to buy. Then he is moved to the checkout page with the discount, okay, from the price, original price to the discounted price that he has got, with a created promo code or discount code that is only specific to that customer for that one-time use. Okay. Maybe if he proceeds to continue and purchase, thank you here, and the order has been created here. Okay, and we can see it in our main dashboard here, 2 orders, and the new order has been created, deal struck, savings handed out, and everything that the customer needs to understand the performance of our app. Thank you.